El día de hoy vamos a tener una transmisión especial con una banda que nos acompaña desde Inglaterra. La banda, el nombre es Cole Invern. Humberto, bienvenido a esta transmisión especial de Reyes del Espectáculo.
Hola, mi querido Raúl, ¿cómo estás? Muy buenos días a toda la audiencia y también a nuestro querido Antac que está por ahí y por supuesto a la banda Cold in Berlin.
Pues gracias, Penny, por hacer lograr esta entrevista. Y
Y
nos
nos
encontramos
encontramos aquí
con
con
ya
ya
dos
dos
de
de
los
los
integrantes
integrantes
de
de
esta
esta
banda.
banda.
Maya,
Maya,
welcome.
welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hello,
Maya,
Maya. Welcome to the show,
to
to the rock show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Acabamos de escuchar 12 cruces de tu reciente producción. Escuchamos un disco que está totalmente inmerso en una profundidad totalmente oscura, llena de heridas. ¿Cómo logran descifrar este nuevo material?
Okay, Maya, we are going to start the interview. Right now, we listened to your song called 12 Crosses. Could you please describe a little bit about the deeper of the song and as well the, let's say, the feelings that you felt in that song for writing as well?
Yes, of course. Oh, I hope people enjoyed the song. Um, 12 Crosses is a song that kind of holds up the theme of the album Wounds in general, because the theme of the album is kind of the trauma and the wounds and the pain, the loss. Everyone carries those kind of universal experiences that everyone has had. And 12 Crosses to me kind of is about how we carry those. There's kind of, when people think of crosses, sometimes there's religious imagery, but also for me, the way that you can kind of signify your pain and loss to other people by planting your cross, by building your cross, by showcasing your cross, if you like, and by doing that, you can connect with other people. So it's not a song that is particularly negative, but it's about that communion that you can have when you find other people like you. But you have to put yourself out there. You have to plant your cross. You have to show yourself, and you have to kind of accept the experiences that you've had.
Ok. Bueno, nos comenta Maya que la canción, a pesar del tipo de profundidad que tiene, porque habla de heridas y de dolor, no necesariamente tiene que ser una canción negativa, sino es una manera también de identificar la parte del dolor con mucha gente y obviamente el tratar de tener una comunión con los demás, ¿no? Independientemente de eso, esta canción viene en el álbum Once, que es el más reciente álbum de la banda. Así que es parte de los comentarios en breve, en resumen de lo que comenta Maya, ¿no?
Eh, ¿Qué hicieron durante todos estos 6 años que estuvieron no alejados activamente, pero sí en cuanto a producción? ¿Qué pasó durante todos estos 6 años? eh, ¿Qué crearon? ¿Qué estuvieron haciendo además de este álbum?
What happened in the last 6 years regarding production, music, and I don't know, creative things or something like that? Could you please let us know about it? We know that as well. You grow well is the production album wants, but we would like to know as well what happened in these 6 years.
Yeah, I think, people have been asking about why we left it so long. And I think, one thing about Cold in Berlin is we let the songs kind of grow and breathe with ourselves. And I think after COVID, we probably weren't sure that we had another whole album in us. And I think we wanted to make sure that we're going to put out songs that were not the same as we had done before. Maybe we wanted to play around with the textures a little bit more. We put out The Body is the Wound, an EP to kind of test the water a little bit for that with our fans, and it went down really well. And I think when we started writing, we were surprised that we had so much left to give, and yeah, so, we write very organically. So COVID really kind of stopped us. It's not one person's endeavor, Cold in Berlin, that the band is the four people that are in the band. And so we have to get together. We have to be in the room together. We bring different ideas and we bring different parts to the songs, but they become something different when we're all in the room. And so, COVID did stall us. And then I think, yeah, we just wanted to make sure that we were doing something that was new and interesting to us, that we felt we still had something to put out into the world.
Ok. Bueno, nos comenta Maya que obviamente parte la demora, llamémosle de alguna manera, entre comillas, de falta de material, fue por una parte por el COVID, pero por el otro lado, eso les dio a ellos oportunidad de funcionar como la parte creativa, el poder colaborar también cada uno de la banda, porque pues no es una banda individual, son 4 integrantes del grupo, y obviamente como Cole in Berlin funcionan en grupo, eso les dio tiempo a ellos para estar creando, estar produciendo, tener nuevas ideas también para el proyecto, pero pues parte fundamental de esto de la demora, llamémosle de alguna manera, y fue el aislamiento que también se tuvo por la parte del COVID, ¿no?
Las heridas causadas de este confinamiento mundial fueron también plasmados en esta nueva producción discográfica llamada Want.
Let's say that the hurt that the COVID made to all the world is reflected in the album Wounds?
Yeah, I would say that was definitely part of it. I think it would be impossible to say it was disconnected from that. I think the other part of the album for me is making sure that it was also rooted in the kind of female experience of the world. So the kind of difficulties, challenges, misogyny that women face. So I think it's definitely got those two elements, and I think it's universal, to experience something traumatic, and we can do something with that. We can live with that. We can be stronger through that. We can find the same kind of people, and music for me, I think, brings a lot of peace and a lot of joy, and I want the songs to do that for other people as well.
Bueno, lo que provocó en esta ocasión, pues digo, por la parte femenina, obviamente, que les dio la oportunidad para componer y a final de cuentas también viendo la parte positiva, ¿no? de la situación del COVID, pues sí hubo heridas, pero pues esto les ayudó a buscar una parte positiva también como músico. Maya, I have a question for you. I listened to your whole album. And I felt, of course, a little darkness in your songs, but as well, I felt some influence from a band called Siouxsie and the Banshees. It's correct?
Lots of people think they hear some Susie. I don't. I don't try and do that. I don't. Obviously, Susie Sue and Susie and the Banshees are kind of, for lots of people in kind of alternative music and in the goth scene, are an influence. And of course, I heard the songs, and the band would say that we all like the songs. But for me, in terms of writing and thinking what we're trying to do, I wouldn't say that they were a formative band for me in any sense.
Okay.
Apart from maybe their style when I was younger, maybe.
Lo que comenta Maya que no tiene una influencia como tal, que algunas veces las han confundido con Siouxsie de Banshees, pero que no tiene una influencia como tal y trata obviamente de despegarse pues de que la asocien con esa parte en relación a ser una banda parecida como Siouxsie de Banshees, pero son una banda totalmente diferente y el sonido es diferente, como es Cole in Berlin. Which kind of influences do you have, Maya?
I think all the band members have very eclectic tastes. So, anything from Swans, Zoo, Casper Brotzmann, Electric Wizard, to Patti Smith, to Fever Ray, to Talking Heads, to, basically all kinds of things.
Okay, very alternative, say in that way.
Yes.
Part of your influence for each member or only yourself?
They were all bands or people that I love, but I would say most of the band members probably enjoy those as well.
What about The Cure or Depeche Mode or something like that, or there is not?
Yeah, again, important parts of the alternative scene, often producing really great work, probably not formative to myself, but, you have to build on what comes before, right? So, we probably wouldn't exist without The Cure. So many bands wouldn't,
Yeah, understand about it. Comenté un poquito de las influencias que tiene alternativas, pero ella pues dice que se dejan influenciar, les gusta The Cure, Depeche Mode y todo, pero obviamente ellos tratan de tener un sonido más ecléctico y más alternativo, pero son de las algunas bandas que a ellos les agradan como tal, ¿no?
Sí, de hecho, en esta producción discográfica que ellos tienen recientemente, vemos que está muy despegado a lo que fue Sobreviviendo a lo Ritual, que fue su álbum del 2019. Hay un mundo totalmente separado entre Sobreviviendo el Ritual con lo de hoy, que no se pudieran explicar esto, por qué existe ese abismo.
Okay, Raul is saying that it's a huge difference between your album Rituals of Surrender and Wants, completely different. Why is so different?
That's what we always try and do. I think
Siempre tratan de
if you've
hacerlo
listened to our albums from the beginning,
desde el principio.
each album does sound like Cold in Berlin, but we always
Cada
try
álbum
and
de
do
Cold in
something a little
Berlin
bit different. I
trata de
think
hacer algo
that
diferente.
probably is reflected in our music taste.
Probablemente
You know,
eso se ve
we
afectado en
like
su
a lot of
música
different things. We want the albums to be interesting,
y procura que el álbum sea
you know,
interesante.
Rituals and Wounds are
Rituals y
both
Wounds,
definitely Cold in Berlin when you listen to them,
cuando los
but
escuchas,
they are very, very different.
son muy distintos.
Sí, de hecho, vemos que 12 cruces, como tú lo has catalogado, es un vals doom, así como lo has dicho. ¿Realmente este disco está preparado para que sea eso? ¿O todo un ritual doom? ¿Todo un vals doom?
Raul is saying that the last album Wants, it's called like, as you said, like a ritual. No, not ritual. It's like
Yes, vals
like
doom.
a bells of doom, as you said in your whole album. How can
The
you
new album, did you
classify?
say? Sorry, so I missed that. So
¿Cómo
did you
puede
say the new
clasificarlo?
album was quite?
No, realmente ella ha dicho que el nuevo álbum es todo un vals doom, que se sale totalmente de lo formal. Y eso verdaderamente, ¿qué lo llevó a para que ella pueda definirlo de esta forma?
How can you define your last album Wants in a few words?
Oh God, that's actually really, really hard. For me, I just think it's interesting, heavy, dark rock
Lo
music,
puede
personally.
clasificar como oscuro y pesado.
Hablas de la participación de un jazzista dentro de esta nueva producción. ¿Nos pudieras decir el nombre de este jazzista y qué fue lo que te motivó para integrarlo en ello?
Well, regarding let's say the featuring of the jazz musician, which jazz musician was playing with you, and as well, what was the main motive that you choose this musician to play with the band?
Well, the jazz musician actually is very mysterious,
Dice que es
and
misterioso el
will
jazzista,
remain anonymous, but we are very, very grateful to them for
pero
wanting
que
to
está
be
muy
part of
agradecido
this
por
and supporting us. But that was one of the things we had to agree to, that
que están muy
they'd be part
agradecidos
of it, but
pero
stay mysterious.
que lo van a mantener en misterio.
¿Y eso por qué?
And why?
Well, you'd have to ask them, wouldn't you?
Okay, it's up to them.
Okay. Dice que eso totalmente quieren estar en el anonimato como tal, ¿no?
Realmente, cuando vemos el video que grabaron, nos hace imaginar que estamos corriendo en un bosque londinense, allá en Inglaterra, pero realmente esta grabación, al verla detenidamente y al ver ya todo que hay detrás, vemos que fue grabado en un estudio llamado Hall Studio. ¿Cómo hicieron o de quién fue esta creatividad para poder reflejar esa vivencia, como que verdaderamente el álbum se haya grabado en un bosque?
Okay. Can you let us know about the video that you film a little bit more, because it's in a forest, let's say in a dark forest, and gives the image that you are in the forest, but at the end you made it in a studio. Could you please let us know about that production, please?
Ooh, would it be Hangman's Daughter? Oh, do you mean 12 Crosses?
Yes, I mean 12 crosses.
De 12
Oh,
cruces, ¿no?
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we filmed quite a lot of the footage for 12 crosses while we were having the most amazing experience of our live career at House of the Holy festival in Austria. And we were allowed to use some of that footage. And then the rest of it, we shot in the studio, and we just wanted to try something quite different from it. Obviously, there's the fire and the burning theme that runs throughout 12 crosses, and it just worked perfectly.
Okay.
Parece como si estuvieran quemando brujas.
Raul is saying that like a burning witches.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It conjures up all those things, doesn't it? And it was the great big pyre at House of the Holy that they light on the solstice.
Es parte de la experiencia como tal, ¿no?
La producción está compuesto por 9 temas. Háblanos un poco más de cada uno de ellos.
Could you please let us know more about your 9 songs of the album once, please?
So, Hangman's Daughter is the kind of unrequited love story. Sorry, someone's just handed me the album as if I couldn't remember the songs. Hangman's Daughter is an unrequited love song. 12 Crosses is really, for me, I think I've explained already, kind of about planting your pain and letting the fire within you shine. Messiah Crawling is quite an interesting song when I get the perspective of listeners, because some people really feel that it's a story of a man kind of struggling with his inner voice about whether he should pick up a woman who seems quite vulnerable by the side of the road. And some people really think that it is going to become a murder story, essentially. They Rain is a love song to me, about that kind of love that is very dangerous and all-consuming, that I think lots and lots of people in their formative years experience when maybe they feel that kind of connection with someone, but it's not always in the most positive way. The Stranger is interesting because I think people can put a lot of whatever they want to in The Stranger. It could be a very kind of creepy song. You know, there are lots of interpretations, I think, to The Stranger, but I find it quite a hopeful song about music and about connection and about the strange way that music grabs you and just carries you, and the voice that comes out of you. We Fall, I think, is also a bit of a love song, and just how people carry the pain of relationships with them. The Body is really kind of connected to the idea that we hold on to the pain that we experience, and the wounds are indelible, the scars, the experience, the love, the loss, whatever it is still there. But at the end of that song, you know, the line is, you know, the wounded, they stand and rise against the sunrise. You know, they're still there. They're able to stand together and face the dawn. I Will Wait, again, lots of different interpretations for this song. But, you know, essentially I started writing a song that was kind of about somebody that was waiting by the grave of someone that had died. And I didn't exactly know where it was going, but that was the initial premise for that song. It's grown into something slightly different, I think, and you can interpret it in different ways. And Wicked Wounds, which I really hope everyone is getting to the end of the album when they're listening to it on Spotify or Apple Music or something, because Wicked Wounds is such an interesting song. It starts with the spoken word element, and then there's this kind of soft little song where the choruses don't quite crack through, but there's something there, and then it's got a longer ending that again is spoken word, which most of that is actually stuff that happened. So I think that's quite an interesting song, and as I say, I really hope people can get to the end of the album to hear that.
Okay, well, a great summary of the songs. And Maya, tell us about, you have any plans to get down to Mexico City Did you already visit Mexico? What do you think about your Mexican fans?
I would love to come to
¿Te
Mexico.
encantaría
I
venir
would
a
love to
México?
meet our Mexican fans. It's just been amazing that
Sería sorprendente
we've
venir a
reached
México.
you guys and that people are interested and the
Muy
songs are
interesante.
resonating. You know, such a alternative scene over there that I'm just
Buscar
kind of
también
learning about. And so,
la
yeah,
escena
really,
alternativa.
really would love to. But,
Les
you know,
encantaría.
someone's got to invite us and
Dicen que
have us
cuando nos
over.
inviten acá a México, estarán. Have you ever visited Mexico?
No,
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 never. Okay.
no,
Okay, promoters, watch out.
exactly.
Promoters, watch out. Colin Berlin is so happy to play in Mexico City. Hope somebody can open the eyes and they can play here very, very soon.
That would be wonderful.
So it will be a pleasure as well to listen to your music and as well to meet yourself.
Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. ¿Algo más?
Sí. Bueno, puede sonar un poquito paradójico, ¿no? Pero el quinto álbum, después de 6 años de ausencia, como que es algo seguido, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
¿Ya estaba planeado esto o fue obra de casualidad?
Okay. Was a plan? Raul is asking about the last album that you made, about the 6 years of difference between one album and the other. This was part of the plan, or just a pause for you? What's the real thing?
No, I don't think we'd ever. I don't think we actually planned that much, to be honest.
No lo tenía planeado.
I really enjoyed
Realmente
making rituals of surrender, and I really wanted to put out. I think we all did. We wanted to put out something really heavy. It has the little interesting rituals in between, and it's kind of the music is the overriding theme there, probably. And you know, the pause wasn't planned, but naturally it happened, and I think I'm quite grateful for it in a way, because Wounds is such a different kind of album, and if you'd asked me, you know, 5 years ago, could we have made an album like Wounds, I probably would have said no, whereas I really felt ready and interested enough and kind of creative enough to get this done, so yeah.
Ya nos quedó claro que en México todavía no existe posibilidad de estar por acá, pero en Europa, ¿cómo pretenden difundir este material?
Okay, right now we hope you can play in Mexico very, very soon, and as well your next presentations in Europe to play your music. Do you have any plans to tour in Europe or South America or something? Could you please let us know about a little bit about your plans, please?
Well, so far we've got a couple of UK dates coming up, and then in February we go to Poland, and then you know we're planning for the rest of the year, and if people want to see those dates and things when they're released, that'll be on our social media stuff. So yeah.
Okay, but let's say by the moment you are going to play in UK.
Yeah, so we've got a UK date tomorrow and the next weekend in London. And then we've got 4 dates in Poland in February.
Y van a estar 4 días en Polonia en febrero. Poland in February, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, van a estar en Polonia también en febrero.
Mira, esta entrevista también es para la revista Metal Hammer en España. Y quisiera preguntarte si existe la posibilidad también de que la banda se pueda presentar allá en este país.
Okay, well, by the way, this interview that right now we are making with you is going to appear as well in a magazine called Metal Hammer Spain. And as well, it's a
excellent.
It's our pleasure. You are going to have, of course, promotion in Mexico and as well worldwide, but as well in Metal Hammer Spain by writing. But we would like to know if you have any plans for the people in Spain to play down there.
Not that I can currently share, no.
Dice que por el momento no, pero pues estaría dispuestos a. Okay, well, let's start telling to the promoters down there as well in Spain, because as well maybe you can have a huge market down there.
Exactly. Yeah, you never know, do you? We've played quite a lot of Europe, but actually we've never got to Spain. So it'd be brilliant. It'd be so
Dice que les
cool.
encantaría estar en
But
España,
yes,
van
we
a hacer
just need a
promoción
couple of promoters to reach out and then we'll be there.
y espera que pronto puedan estar por allá en España y harán promoción también y por supuesto dar a conocer su material y por supuesto a la banda, ¿no?
Hablando de la banda, ¿qué tanto los integrantes se sienten impregnados de la música que produce Colin Berlin?
Raúl is saying, I'm going to make a rough translation. Did they feel in blood to make this kind of music, like heart and soul, to write, to perform, and everything? Talking about your musicians.
Yeah, I mean, I love being in Cold in Berlin, and I think to be in any band now, and I speak for the lads as well, the musicians, it has to be it has to be about love for the music. It has to be about commitment and passion to the people that you're making it with. And I think it can be very intense, it can be very hard. You can be very lucky to find people that want to make music with you. And I feel so lucky and so blessed to have Adam, Lawrence, and Alex to kind of help me put stuff together and I know they feel the same. It's just so lucky. You just become a very weird little intense family.
¿Cómo es un día normal de Maya fuera de Cole Inverness?
Can you please let us know a little bit, describe a normal day for Maya? Without music?
Without music?
Yeah, let's say one day, a normal day. What do you make?
Well, I suppose there'd be lots of reading, and there's always a bit of music. You can't have a day with no music. And I don't know, there's normally some time outside. Something. I mean, what does a normal day look like for anyone? Bit of TV?
Ver TV. Cosas de esa índole.
Spending time with my cats. I've got two very witchy cats.
Okay.
Writing, I try and write something every day, even if it's poetry or some random bit of prose. And I try to, and actually not always write, but sometimes just record into the dictaphone of my phone if something comes to me.
Si algo viene a ella, pues obviamente trae la idea creativa y escribe también, ¿no?
Vemos que...
And food, obviously. You have to have plenty of food.
Sí, también come.
Claro.
Of course.
Regularmente un artista, cuando escribe una obra o compone un tema, se penetra bastante a lo que está haciendo. ¿Te resulta difícil salirte de ese personaje que tú estás al momento de escribir y retomar tu vida normal?
What's the main difference between Maya, like in person, and as well the writer?
I suppose Maya Berlin is a much freer entity than Maya as a person. I mean, Maya Berlin on stage, I think when people meet me and they've never seen me on stage performing, they're surprised at how big the performance is and how powerful the performance is. And that definitely comes from a part of me that, I can only access when we're writing music or when I'm on stage. But by the virtue of having Adam, Lawrence, and Alex with me, I'm allowed to express that part of myself, which I'm very grateful for.
Let's say that it's a metamorphosis. When you are on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about being on stage for me is it does feel very visceral, and I want people to connect with the music in a way that you can't when you listen to the album, because we're not there with you. It's quite an intense experience. And people that enjoy the shows tend to come back quite regularly because it's a live experience where I want to get into the audience, I want to be with them, and I want everyone to rock out and have an amazing time. So as much dancing and moving as possible.
¿Cuál sería el aporte que Cole Berlin tiene para el metal en un futuro?
Déjame pensar como... what do you think that, let's say... apportation, I don't know if it's correct the word, but how do you let's say the heritage about
Yeah,
of the
heritage.
of your music in the future for the metal.
The heritage of the music is probably
La
the
herencia.
fact that we were all writing music from a very young age.
Eso es lo que
We
palabras
all
ocupan.
wanted to make music, and that we found each other. And Adam, the guitarist, and we met when we were like 18. So
Dice que
we've been
dice
creating
que se
and
conocieron
dabbling. And
desde
I
los 18
think,
años.
the music that we enjoyed and the gigs that we went to were kind of formative when you're that age, and everything feels so important. And you can see the lineage of that through the different albums. I think you can see the timeline and what's moving and how we're growing. And then in terms of the future, we're working on our next set of songs. There's a couple of pieces that we started putting together while we were recording
La música
Wounds
que vamos a
that
tocar a
we
futuro.
knew we
Algo
wanted
que
to
estamos
that
produciendo.
would take a little bit more time, but we wanted to make sure we had the bones right. And so there's time to write like later this year,
También
and
dice que al
time to
final de
kind
este
of
año
see
empezará a
what
escribir algo para
happens
luego
song
publicarlo.
wise, which I'm quite excited about.
Okay.
Y nos hace la aclaración aquí que podría decir la contribución al metal en un futuro.
Okay. Raúl is saying that the contribution, let's say that way.
What's our contribution?
Yeah, exactly, for the metal in the future.
More loud, messy
Más
music,
fuerte.
hopefully.
Bueno, espera que haya más contribución, hacerlo más fuerte y más potente.
Con tantas bajas dentro de los artistas a nivel mundial, ya ves que hoy falleció el Scorpions.
Okay. Well, today, I don't know. Today,
Frank,
I don't know if you know. Today passed away the bass player from Scorpions.
con tantas bajas en
right.
en la escena mundial, ¿crees tú que el mundo esté preparado para para un cambio total del metal?
Do you think that the world right now let's say the old school is unfortunately is dying, and do you think that the world is prepared for having new metal music for the new generations?
It's always really, really sad
Dice que es
when
muy
a
triste.
legend basically kind of passes away. It's really
Cuando una
sad. But
leyenda
one
se
thing it
muere.
does do is, by virtue of people talking about it, writing about it, posting about it, is it often brings a new generation of people to that music.
Y dice que es
The
por
younger generations who maybe
nuevas
didn't catch it the
generaciones
first
como
time round or
una nueva
hadn't
aportación.
heard about it. So there is always that other side, I think. And I think I felt that a lot when Ozzy died. That
yeah.
there was
También
so much
está
news about
hablando
it
obviamente
that
de la
quite a
pérdida
lot
de
of
Ozzy
young
Osbourne.
people
Sí.
suddenly started listening to Black Sabbath and they'd never heard it before, and I think that cycle is really important in music.
Dice que ese ciclo,
Last
obviamente,
week
como
or the
Black
week
Sabbath
before, it was
o
10
Ozzy Osbourne,
years
por
since
supuesto, es un
Bowie
ciclo muy
died.
importante.
And, it's the same thing again. People were making programs and reminding people of the influence and the impact. And so I am hopeful, and I am hopeful that people want to make music and people want that live experience together. There's nothing like live music, is there? It's amazing. And there's nothing like being a teenager or a young adult and suddenly seeing people that look like you and feel like you and want to rock out to the same music as you. It's so special. So I do believe that people will still want that.
Okay. Well, could you please let us know? We almost finished the interview. Your social media, please, and please send greetings to the fans, and as well invite the promoters that you can play in Mexico as well, please.
Well, yes, any promoters always welcome to contact us. A big thank you to all our fans. It is amazing to see the listening numbers and to have fans all over the world. It's such a privilege. It is just absolutely wonderful, and it really makes what we do feel even more special, that we don't just get to share it with each other in the band, but we actually get to share it far, far outside us, which is just, amazing. In terms of the social media, we're just Cold in Berlin on Instagram and Facebook. There's our website, at coldinberlin.com, and I guess we're on TikTok. I don't know.
Okay, I can purchase your music as well in iTunes, Spotify, and
Absolutely, yeah. All great platforms.
all
Yeah.
the platforms.
All the platforms.
Okay.
Pues muchas gracias, Maya, por haber aceptado esta entrevista y esperamos pronto tenerte por acá en México.
Maya, thank you from the deep of our hearts for this interview, and hopefully we can meet very, very soon in Mexico as well. And God bless, and nice to meet you, and hope to see you very, very
so
soon.
nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Really interesting questions, and really, really enjoyed it. So
Gracias,
thank
Penny,
you.
por esta entrevista.
Gracias, Penny. By the way, you have a beautiful smile.
Oh,
Tiene una cosa muy
thanks.
bonita.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys.
Gracias,
Thank you,
chicos.
Maya, and keep in
Thank
touch,
you,
and
Maya.
hope to see you very, very soon here.
Yeah,
Okay?
thanks.
Thank you.
Y nos vamos
Bye.
del programa con este tema de la banda, para que vean, estuvimos con la banda Call in Berlin, y vamos a escuchar el siguiente tema, Antar, por favor, que lleva por nombre, ahorita aquí lo ponemos, La hija del verdugo. Vamos a escucharla y con esto cerramos la transmisión de este programa de Reyes del Espectáculo, que el día de hoy nos acompañó la banda Call in Berlin, la cual nos vino a dar, nos dio todos los pormenores de su disco nuevo que está ahorita ya en las redes y en todas las plataformas. ¿Qué te pareció, Humberto, la participación de Maya?
Pues me encantó la entrevista, una chica muy accesible, muy, muy profunda y muy artístico todo, y una parte creativa impresionante, y esperemos que próximamente vengan desde Londres aquí a la Ciudad de México y a promocionar su material y un show directo aquí en México, ¿no?
Claro que sí. También quiero agradecer
A Penny.
a Music Vibe,
Music Vibe.
y a Penny por habernos dado la oportunidad de poder charlar con este artista, que verdaderamente está impresionante escuchar la música de ellos. La verdad, luego es como un hechizo la música de esta banda, porque de momento, desde el que lo escuchas, te quieres
Muy
meter y
ecléctico
meter.
todo, ¿no? Te atrapa.
Sí,
Sí, claro.
está muy, se los recomendamos. Es lo que podríamos definir de Call in Berlin es que es una banda que no es bastante renovada, que constantemente, como ella lo acaba de decir ahorita al aire, se renueva constantemente. Lo que sacó en el 2019 es totalmente diferente a lo que actualmente acaba de sacar. Es una música que se reinventa, y se reinventa de una manera aplastante, que desde el momento que lo escuchas, ¡pum!, sientes el fregadazo en tus oídos, y sigues y sigues y sigues, caes en ese hechizo musical de la banda. ¿No crees?
Por supuesto, es una banda muy ecléctica, obscura,
Así es.
pero a final de cuentas es la parte alternativa, ¿no? Y es la manera que tratas de conectar también con la audiencia. A mí me gustó muchísimo el proyecto. Percibo influencias de muchas bandas ahí, pero tiene una voz increíble.
Yo te soy sincero, no escuché nada de influencias de lo que ella dijo de las bandas que Talking Heads.
Sí, sí, mencionó Talking Heads.
Pero yo más que nada escucho, como tú acertadamente dijiste, de Sweet
and the Banshees,
hasta algo de Patti Smith.
Lo mencionó, de Patti Smith también.
De Doom, algo de...
Es más como Doom, ¿no?
Sí, Doom, encima, Stoner todavía, hasta un...
Poquita, hay una salpicadita por ahí de Stoner.
Tiene de todo, pero realmente yo sí le hallo más a Six and the Banshees, pero claro, son nuestros puntos de vista. El mejor punto de vista lo tienes tú, que lo vas a escuchar. Vamos a despedirnos con este tema llamada La hija del verdugo, que también viene dentro de este nuevo material que se los recomendamos. Pues Humberto, ha llegado el momento de despedirnos de este programa
Muchas
especial.
Gracias, Raúl, gracias UC Radio, gracias Reyes del
UC
Rock,
Radio.
Gracias Penny y gracias
Antar aquí por estar aquí.
Antar llegó puntualazo.
Te despertamos, mi querido Antar, pero ni modo, era parte de la chamba. Muchas gracias. Este programa, ojo, lo vamos a llevar también a las páginas de la revista Metal Hammer, en donde si por X o por Y no quieres estar escuchando todo el programa, lo puedes leer en Metal Hammer Spain, en donde va a salir próximamente tanto en la liga, que es www.metalhammerspain, o en la propia revista. Ahí lo vas a ver publicado. Nos vemos, y esto fue Reyes del Espectáculo. Nos vemos el próximo jueves. Gracias, nos vamos con este tema.
Rock on. Gracias, Antar.